And we're live. Hello, how are you today? My name is Michael O'Keefe, aka the Movie Mystic. And we're doing the pre-show. The pre-show, everybody loves the pre-show for Mystic and Severe at CKCUFM. So, what's going down is the broadcast, which is available right now as a podcast. It's in the description link below. Is going live on CKCUFM. So if you're in Ottawa or Gatineau on the radio dials 93.1 FM, or you can listen to it live on CKCUFM.com from midnight to 2. So that's where you can get it on CKCU. And of course, the interviews will be dropping on YouTube eventually on this YouTube channel, which I hope you sub to if you haven't already. And you can follow me on Twitter, movie_mystic, Instagram, Movie Mystic 2021, Letterboxd, Movie Mystic with the M's uppercase. And then, of course, join the Facebook group, Mystic and Severe on CKCUFM.com. And if you want to find the show for previous broadcasts, you can listen to every broadcast of this show. Just go to CKCUFM.com, hit programs, scroll down to Wednesday night, click Mystic and Severe, and then midnight to 2 a.m. Tab, and you're good to go. So, where to begin? This is a good broadcast. I'm going to just go through the description and I'll break everything down as I read it. So, the broadcast title is Obsession. Tribeca begins. The Berlin Alley resumes, and other interesting topics. So, Obsession is a cue to one of those other interesting topics, which is one of the best interviews I've done is with Paul Hirsch, and he's talking about his relationship with Bernard Herrmann, which is for people who are interested even remotely about cinema's history. You're going to find this fascinating. It is definitely a movie fan interview. Not just for people who like the latest and everything like that, which I've got with Tribeca and the Berlin Alley. The latest and greatest, of course. But, the greatest of all time, you get that with Bernard Herrmann. And just talk to someone, chop it up with someone who I said I was going to react to things bit by bit. But, okay, I want to contain myself. So Tribeca Film Festival coverage begins, but does not dominate this broadcast. That's true. We had the CKCU meets South by Southwest broadcast. My first South by Southwest broadcast. 3 interviews that were from that festival. This one, only one. So there is a review of a short called Lilac, which I liked, as well as India Sweets and Spices, which is okay. Then an interview with an actress from that movie named Deepta Gupta. So while I wasn't wild about the movie, I did like her quite a lot, and we had an interesting conversation about Audible. She narrates audiobooks, and I loves Audible. I'm listening right now to Ethics by Benedicta Spinoza, which is decent. So, and Lilac I really liked. It's about, I think the family's Turkish. They are Middle Eastern immigrants, though, to New York City. It's during coronavirus. Like the first shot, these guys are working outside wearing masks. And it's just like a family story done. It's 17 minutes. So you do get a beginning, middle, and end. You get a story in this, and I just liked it. It was cool. And also my review of Lilac and India Sweets and Spices, as well as every other movie I review in this broadcast, are available right now on Letterboxd. I put them up earlier today. So if you caught that, you caught that. But if you didn't, now you know. So, So yeah, the Tribeca thing comes, it's like the second thing I do, because before that I have a review of Censor, a movie available on VOD, which kind of looks at the video nasties in an interesting way. It's like a horror movie about video nasties. So that was basically in the Thatcher years, and after the Thatcher years as well. There was a pretty intense movie censorship campaign waged by conservative politicians. Well, starting with the Conservative Party and then going over to the Labour Party as well in the 90s. But it was particularly rapacious during the Thatcher years. It was really actually a little autocratic what they were doing. Actually, a lot autocratic what they were doing. And so to do a horror movie about one of these video nasty censors in a sort of interpretive way, I thought was at least conceptually a really strong thing. And, I like the movie pretty well. So I reviewed that. This is like the first review. And then we hear my review of Any Day Now, which I enjoyed quite a lot, which is played in the Berlinale. So if you're in Europe listening to this, consider watching Any Day Now out in public. Maybe. It'd probably be a fun thing to do, a fun way to spend an evening. I wouldn't mind doing that myself. And I reviewed that movie, and I also interviewed director Hami Ramazan, who I thought was a really cool guy. So that's the first interview. So we got Hami Ramazan, then we do Deepta Gupta, and then that's like 45 minutes basically, and then we get some reviews back. So the first hour ends with some sweet tracks and continuing reviews of the Bad Batch episodes 5 and 6, and then the Gamera reviews. I'm still keeping that going. We did that the last broadcast too. So it was Gamera, and then Gamera versus Baragon. This time it's Gamera versus Gauss. Gauss is my favorite Gamera villain, so I really like this movie. And then Gamera versus Virus, which I'm less excited about, but I still likes. So I likes it fine. Then the second hour kicks off with a review of a Canadian horror movie available on VOD called Amber's Descent, with a cool interview with Michael Baffaro, director Michael Baffaro, and co-writer Michael Baffaro, and co-writer Michael Mitton. So there's the CanCon. As you may have noticed, consciously or unconsciously, I've been sneaking in more CanCon. I try to get like one per broadcast to fit in with the dynamic and exciting urban gritty show that is Mystic and Severe on CKCO-FM. And then, okay, here we go. Then Hollywood editor of movies like Mission Impossible, The Empire Strikes Back, Paul Hirsch, chats with me about his relationship with Hitchcock composer Bernard Herrmann. So that's exciting. I like that a lot. That's a great conversation. I actually just listened to it. I re-listened to it. I had edited it, so that's one way to listen to it, but I gave it a full listen just now. I got these great speakers here down in this basement. I got the Edifier speakers. I don't remember the model, but they cost a lot of money. And hearing this interview, which I'm very happy with, in a very crispy speaker set, was very rewarding. I'm going to tell you this. So Bernard Herrmann, his first movie was Citizen Kane, and his last movie was Taxi Driver. You tell me which composer can top that. Now I know, okay, you can say John Williams. Kevin Matley, the composer of Concrete Cowboy, said the three biggest composers in Hollywood are Bernard Herrmann, John Williams, and Ennio Morricone. And the only one living right now, of course, is John Williams. But of all time, those are the ones. And I love the melancholia, the melody, and sort of full songs, not just like little tones or little parcels to charge emotions, but like full melodies to encapsulate a theme, an emotional theme. There's people don't work like that right now, and I don't know how they would transition back into that, but he's special. Maybe it's not about bringing it back. It's just, appreciating what it is, what it was. And of course, besides, in between Citizen Kane and Taxi Driver is Alfred Hitchcock. Some of the great scores he did for him were Vertigo, Psycho, and then he also did some stuff in Europe that I liked, from Fahrenheit 451. I played some of that music last year, as well as The Bride Wore Black, and Twisted Nerve. I love Twisted Nerve. That song almost made the cut. There was crazy drama with this broadcast. I had issues with distortion in the file, and so I'm going from Audacity to Adobe Audition because I can't have that panic in my life. I'm going to just pay away the panic with the better tech. But yeah, that's sort of. I don't necessarily want to get into all the gearhead stuff right now, or ever really, in these streams. So let's go to the tracks. So the first for the first two interviews with Hami Ramazan and Deepta Gupta, I still went for the New York sort of music. So the first song before Hami, we have the Censor Review that did this track from Mo Better Blues. It's just the song's called Mo Better Blues. It's not the theme or the intro, just called Mo Better Blues. And that's a cool New York jazz cat track. It's by Branford Marseille Quartet featuring Terrence Blanchard. Terrence Blanchard is Spike Lee's boy when it comes to the tracks, so that's a thing. And then before Deepta Gupta, the big Tribeca thing, I played "Be My Baby" by the Ronettes off the Mean Street soundtrack. I remember Quentin Tarantino talking about how when you hear like the music from "Be My Baby," the first note's the boom, 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 and you see Harvey Keitel, his head hit the pillow. The way it's like cut to the music, it's just unbelievable. Especially budget unbelievable. So so whenever I hear this song and I hear covers of it or whatever, I'll be in the grocery store and I'll hear it. I always see Harvey Keitel's head hit the pillow whenever I hear the opening of The Sun. Fun fact. So then, when it comes to the reviews, I thought this was kind of smart. If I do say so myself, I played. I was because of the Bad Batch episode 5. There's Return of the Jedi content. They get the Rancor, Jabba's Rancor as a baby. The Bad Batch, or Unit 99 or whatever. They bring it over to Bib Fortuna. I thought it'd be fun to play the two different versions of Jabba's Palace Band, this song that they played before that Twi'lek gets eaten by the Rancor. So, I thought that was kind of smart. So I played a Lapti Nek, which is the original 80s version. This song is some legit space funk. I dig it. So, I played that before the Gamera reviews. I played that in the Gamera reviews because it's the low tech. And then I played Jedi's Rock, the updated 1997 version of, the Jabba's Palace Band track, before the Bad Batch reviews because, they're slicker or whatever. And that song's called Jedi's Rock. There you go. And then I finish the tracks, the set review thing, with a track by Bernard Herrmann, who we hear from for the remainder of the show. So we start off with the New York thing. We do the Jabba's Palace Band thing, and then we go Bernard Herrmann, full Bernard Herrmann, or like 4 tracks. So I played the song "The Cyclops," which I thought was cool. It was sort of randomly picked. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking for time, but I wanted something from this movie. It's the 7th Voyage of Sinbad, so it had the time I needed, and it's still a good track. I listened to it, and it didn't disappoint me. Was it my favorite song on that soundtrack? No, I don't know. I would have to listen to the whole thing. Did it do the job? Yes, it did. Settle down. So, that's the first hour. And then the second hour, before the Amber's Descent stuff, I played the Psycho theme. Originally it was going to be Twisted Nerve, but that was what was giving me all the distortion. So I had to take it out, and I played the Psycho theme. And Paul Hirsch talks about how he used the Psycho theme for his Rough Crowded Sisters. Whatever. I thought it worked. Have I played that song before on Mystic and Zephyr? Yes, I have. Should you care? No, you shouldn't. It's all good, man. Come on. Relax. So we do that. Then before Paul, we hear a track from Obsession, which makes sense, because Paul works at an Obsession. And this is Bernard Herrmann's score. And then that interview is freaking long, man. It's like over half an hour. And so I don't even wrap it up. I don't have like a bit at the end where I say goodbye. I just play it out to a song from Taxi Driver, because he's got a story from Taxi Driver. And it's called The 44 Magnum is a Monster. So yeah. That's it. That's the broadcast. You got 4 reviews, 2 of them festival, 1 of them CanCon oriented, and 1 of them about Bernard Herrmann. You got 7 tracks. You've got how many reviews? 9 reviews. Wait, no, is it 9 reviews or 7 reviews? Let's see. So 4, 8. Yeah, it's 9 reviews. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Just tune in live at midnight, between midnight or 2 a.m. Dip in, dip out, do what you do, or listen to it right now, listen to it tomorrow, but listen to it and sub to this YouTube channel, and please follow me on social media. Like I said, movie_mystic on Twitter, movie mystic 2021 on Instagram, Mystic and Severe on CKCUFM on Facebook. That's the Facebook group, and then Movie Mystic on Letterboxd, where you can read the reviews of this broadcast right now. Take care, guys. Be well.